Good afternoon, everybody.
How you doing?
How we doing? How we doing?
There's a lot on the line on this game on Sunday. How do you view this and I guess the entire circumstance around it?
Yeah, it's exciting. I really think it's exciting for our team. Obviously, we get a chance to, if we win, give ourselves a shot at the playoffs. So I think everyone's excited. The entire locker room's focused. Everyone's ready just to prepare and get ready for the week. So I think, over the course of the season, we've done some good things to put ourselves in this position. Obviously, wish we could have done a lot better, but, it's what you want at the end of the year to be playing meaningful games. And so we got one coming up this Sunday.
Geno, as a leader with a week like this, following to Jen's question, do you feel any sense you have to say something to the players, or is it more just let people be where they are and get ready for the business at hand on Sunday?
Yeah, I think just, from my feel of the locker room, everyone's locked in. Coach Carroll already set the tone early in the week, and, Shane and Coach Hurt, they're really leading this thing. And then, obviously the leaders on the team. But when it comes down to getting guys ready, I know every one of these guys are, preparing as hard as they can, and they're going to be ready. We know what's at stake. We know what we got to do. It's one game. We've done, great things over the course of the season, had some, not so good moments, but we're right, in the thick of it. And so everyone's excited, ready to go, and looking forward to it.
Seems like every week we ask you a question about a specific game. Sometimes even individual accolades, your refrain is, we just want to make the playoffs. That's my goal. I want to make the playoffs. Is this season, does the success of the season to you come down just to that? Is it as simple as if we make the playoffs, or is it a success if we done?
I don't think that measures it, but that's the goal. It's got to be your goal. Coming into the season, I think all the teams are saying, hey, we got a shot at the Super Bowl. And for us to be, in January now and having to play a meaningful game on Sunday with the shot at the playoffs, that's the goal. You can talk about, all the accolades all you want, but it comes down to what we do as a team to determine our success, like you said. So it really just comes down to this one game, giving ourselves a shot, and then, we go on from there.
The last time you faced the Rams, it was a big day for DK and for Tyler. What was it about the connection in that game that was so effective?
I think we did a great job of getting those guys started early. I think we did a great job in that game of making sure that, me personally, that I was getting the ball out in rhythm and getting it out on time. And then obviously, DK and Tyler did a phenomenal job. They just, had excellent games. And they've done that all year. Obviously I know DK gets excited for those big matchups, and, Ramsey and that defense and, playing against Bobby again, those are ones we're thrilled to play. So, as long as we have those two guys with Tyler and DK, we got, a shot at doing some excellent things. And so looking forward to, seeing what they do on Sunday.
What do you think of the prospect of having to win and then kind of wait and see what happens and go watch another game to see what happens?
Well, obviously we got to take care of our business first, and then after that, it just comes down to, that Detroit Packers game, and so we can't control that. All we got is what we can do, and that's go out there and win this game on Sunday, and then become the biggest Detroit fans in the world. After that.
If you guys do get in the playoffs, what characteristics about your team gives you confidence you guys could make a run?
I think we've shown balance, just on the offensive side. We've shown balance. We've shown explosiveness. We've shown that we can compete against anybody. We've played pretty much a lot of really good defenses. And I feel like we've stood the test of, over the course of the season. And, our defense, you can see what happens when they play connected. When they come out and dominate the way they do, we can beat anybody. We went on a, 4-game winning streak early in the season. We're beating some really good teams. And so all we have to do is stick to our formula, taking care of the football, getting turnovers on defense, moving the chains, controlling the clock, running the ball, being efficient, and then, when it comes down to it, winning the game, in those winning moments.
You mentioned Bobby a minute ago. What was that like last game going against a guy who you know each other well? He knows the personnel. He knows a lot of your offense. Just kind of that matchup of a guy that familiar.
Man, I hate that he got that interception on me, but, Bobby's a great player. He's a great player, Hall of Fame caliber player. And it's extremely fun to play against him. It reminds me of practice. We used to compete all the time in practice. I was scout team quarterback. He's starting middle linebacker. And, you guys know me. I wasn't, taking it easy. I was trying to, go after him. And he embraced that challenge, and it made me better. And so to be able to now compete against them in real live action, it just makes the game that much more fun because, like you said, we know each other, and we're great friends. But when it's between the lines, it's we're in go mode.
What have you seen out of the running game the last couple weeks, and how much has that helped your offense get back to where you want it to be?
Yeah, I think it's obviously it starts up front, and I think our line's been doing a great job at getting back to staying connected, playing together, being a solid unit that we know them to be. And then with our runners, man, they're being aggressive, going downhill. Ken being explosive, DJ stepping up and doing what he's done. All of us, it takes everybody. The receivers blocking, tight ends doing a great job at blocking, and then playing off of that. And so that's our formula, I believe. If we can control the clock, keep our defense on the sideline, allow them to stay rested, and then go out there and be explosive. And then we continue to stay efficient in the passing game, do well on third downs, do well in the red zone. We have a shot. We have a real legit shot.
DJ is a guy who maybe doesn't get a ton of attention because he's not a starter out there getting 20 carries or whatever. But just in terms of the running, the pass catching, special teams, everything, what does he bring to you guys?
Man, I love playing with DJ. We talk about it all the time. Just his passion for the game. He does it all. Swiss Army knife. He's our punt returner, kick returner. Can be a receiver, running back. Great in protection. A great teammate. You just talk about all the things he brings to our offense. I think he's a starter in this league. Obviously, he's got guys in front of him, but every time he gets the ball or he gets an opportunity, you see what he's done out there, and he steps up. So I really appreciate playing with him. Smart player, always knows what to do. Our communication is great back there, and I really feel comfortable with him in the game.
You could set a couple of pretty significant team records Sunday, and I know the playoffs is the main goal and all that, but do you take any pride in any of that? I mean, kind of looking at some of the numbers you put up this year? Or?
Honestly, I heard about it, and I think if it's a 17-game season. I don't know if you should count it. Some of that stuff, man. If guys did it in 16 games, I got an extra game. So some of that stuff is like, to me, obviously the numbers will be what it is. But to me, I look at it a little different. But I'm not really focused on that, as you know. I just want to go out there and play a real solid game and go out there and get a win so that we can give ourselves a shot.
We've seen a lot from Darrell Taylor the last couple of weeks. What makes him such a threat off the edge? Like, if you had to keep an eye out for him.
Yeah. It's, he was giving us fits in training camp. Just his first step, his get off, explosiveness off the ball, man. He's one of the best I've seen at it. He's got a great, dip move where he goes up and under the tackles, and it seems like it's being very effective. And so, he's still a young player, still growing, still becoming, who he's going to be. But he's got all the physical stuff, loves the game, got all the intangibles, and then I assume he's just, a mismatch for a lot of tackles with his speed.
For Tyler to play last week with the plate and the screws in his hand and so quickly after the procedure, what do you think that says just about his toughness?
Super tough, man. And we've known that about Tyler. He's a tough dude. Not the biggest guy in the world, not going to, intimidate anybody with his stature, but, he's a hellacious player, and he makes it tough on those DBs. And the more he's out there, the better we are, as we know. So just seeing how he's overcome so much, throughout his career and his lifetime, and that's just another thing, an example of who he is, just a super tough guy, tough player, and I think that's the underrated part of his game.
Logistically, like if you guys win on Sunday, what do you guys do in terms of the Packers game? You guys all watch together, or everybody just?
I don't know yet. We'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. We might get together, or guys might be at home. But after the game, we'll see. We'll figure it out.
That game in Inglewood last month. How loud was Bobby Wagner across the line?
Man, he was loud, man. They were getting a little chippy in there. A lot of talk between him and DK. A lot of friendly stuff, and it was fun. He's the Bobby we know. Talking his stuff, playing his game, and he had a great game. So we got to, make sure we limit that this upcoming Sunday.
And he directed at you?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it's all, fun and games. I told him he still can't beat me in shoot-offs, but, all that other stuff is, it's just between the lines, and we enjoy it.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.